Okay, we should be live.
Yeah, I think we may
Yeah.
be. All right.
Yeah. I don't know exactly. I think we should I'm gonna just switch to speaker view. Those of you, I'll wait for people to kind of join us and find the new link. Hopefully everybody figures out where we are. I am not super familiar with Zoom, so this will be fun. But Eric can tell you that a couple hours ago, tried to log on for sound check, and StreamYard, like the entire system is just down right now. So we were waiting for that to maybe resolve itself, but it seems they're still having technical difficulties. So we migrated on over to Zoom, and hopefully everything's going to sound okay. Um, Let us know in the comments how things are going. But yeah, did you want to start? I have Eric Schwartz with me as my guest tonight.
Hi
This,
there.
Hi there. The second of the Fox Run 5 that I've had on the program.
Oh, wow. All
So
right. I
got to
feel
catch them all.
honored. All right. Okay. So, shall I play a song?
Yeah.
There is one whom I have wronged, and he looks at me angrily. This bothers me. No matter what I do, I offer my apologies, and always he ignores my pleas. But I ask myself what the better man would do. He would forgive me, so I'll forgive me too. There are so many times that I have felt so low. I would rather die than look at me from someone else's view. And always there were those who would gladly tell me that I'm no good. But I ask myself what the better man would do. He would love me so, well, I will love me too. Oh, I've been ashamed of the life that I've been living. Take my hand, tell me I'm forgiven. So if you're walking down the street and you see a soul who's in defeat, well, don't you pass her by, no matter what you do. 'Cause sister, don't you understand that when you lend a helping hand, well, the person you really help is you. Love your neighbor and she will love you too. If you do the things the better man would do.
Hey, sorry. I'm just trying to figure out how to navigate with Zoom, man. I don't do a lot with this platform.
Yeah.
I
Did
think
that happen, Grace? I mean, could you hear me?
yes, and you sounded great. I'm sorry. I'm so caught up into is this
Oh,
unpinned? Am I unmuted? Is you? Or, it's just all the uns I have to remember to do.
Can you imagine if Ethel Merman in her show business days, there's no business like show business, it's Zoom and Scream Yard. It would be totally just an entirely different event, you know?
I think you said Scream Yard, and that's appropriate tonight.
Scream Yard!
Ah!
Get off of my yard.
Get off my lawn. Yeah, that's how I feel. I feel like a million years old in the world today. I in 2019 I felt very young, and then now I just feel so much older than this generation, like right under me. You know.
What do you suppose has shifted?
It's just like it used to be that like being pretty good at computers was the thing that was like nerdy and niche, you know? And I always felt pretty competent in that space as a millennial, you know? But then I think like now the entire world is just like dependent on digital technology, and all these Zoomers or Zombies or whatever they're calling them, that generation just like right under me that has only existed socially on a screen, they've got me beat, you know?
Ah, so you don't feel old because you are wary. You feel old because of those who are coming in behind you.
I'm weary too,
Yeah.
that too. It's
Yeah.
kind of all the above, yeah.
Yeah, I'm wary too.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Like tonight especially, I don't know what it is. But let me attempt to pen myself and play a thing. Let's
Good
see.
luck.
Oh, there's a kitty behind you.
Is there a kitty? Oh, hi! Look at that, honey.
Who's that?
That's Dunning. I have two.
Johnny?
I have two. This is Dunning, and the
Oh, kitty.
and the other one is Kruger.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh, amazing. That's a good name for a cat. Is that
You
after
like?
like Freddy Krueger with the
No, the Dunning-Kruger effect is a social
Oh.
psychology phenomenon wherein people who are bad at things think they're good at them, and people who are good at things think they're not good at them. And without getting too political, it was named during the Trump era.
Well, you know, I did read a thing or hear a thing on NPR, hard to remember which, not
Yeah.
too long ago, that said that like men typically overestimate their ability to do a job in like interviews, and women do the opposite. Like they don't shoot for their actual. Yeah,
That is interesting. Huh.
it is, isn't it?
I think that may relate to the fact that I was going to say that men get paid more, but that's
Right.
not it. It's just total sexism is the reason why men get paid more.
Yeah, that's probably
Yeah.
but it doesn't help, I'm sure. But that's an interesting. So, were you like a sociology major or philosophy, or what was your jam?
I studied a little bit of psychology as an undergrad, but I'm now in graduate school for music therapy,
Oh, that's so
which
nice.
which includes a degree in professional counseling. So I'm reading all
Wait a
the
minute.
psychology stuff.
I think Neil was bragging on you about this. Are you at like an important school? You're at like a.
Let's
Are
put
you?
it this way. We look at Harvard and laugh. No, it's Leslie. It's an excellent program. It's a very long-standing music therapy program.
Good for
Yeah.
you, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, Neil was bragging on you the other day.
All right, Neil. I can see that. I
Is he
can see that
watching?
Neil's watching, as is Ruth Sam saying hi, Grace,
Oh,
and
hi,
guest
Ruth.
Eric, and
Oh my gosh.
we got Court Fisher. Hey, Court, nice
Hey,
to see
Court. How's it going, man? Hi, guys.
you. Yeah.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, well, let me attempt to. Let's see. Pin. All right, I'm going to pin myself. And I'm going to mute you, Eric. Bye-bye now. And, yeah, I'll play this one for all of us weary folks. It's a song called Pick Me Up that I wrote with my friend Megan Burt. Haven't you seen me? Haven't you heard? Haven't you noticed I'm slurring words, swinging at nothing, shivering cold? Heaven help me, like a lightning bolt. Somehow I have to find it in me. 1, 2, 3. Pick me up, carry me on my way. Pick me up until my dying day. Pick me up, never I fall I hit the ground. 'Cause you're never fighting pound for pound, but you keep your fists up another round. And I'm gonna take it and ask for more, even down here from the floor. Biding my time and taking my licks. 4, 5, 6, pick me up, carry me on my way, pick me up until my dying day, pick me up, whether I fall back down, pick me back up when I hit the ground. Hey, hey, hey. Hold on, 'cause you have to. Keep on, 'cause you can. Over and over again. Pick me up, carry me on my way. Pick me up until my dying day. Pick me up, carry me on my way. Pick me up until my dying day. Pick me up, never I fall back down. Pick me back up when I hit the ground. Cool. Unmuting. How do I unmute you, man? Ask to unmute. I have to ask.
I will unmute me. It's so kind of you to ask.
So kind of me to ask.
That's a gorgeous song, and you sing the Jesus out of it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And it reminded me, just on a side note, so I was recording a record with a guy named Crit Harmon, who produced my first CD, and he had also produced Black Sheep for Martin Sexton, which is it's an amazing record. And he was telling me the story that for one of the performances that made it onto the record, that they're in the middle of the recording, and Martin Sexton holds this really long note. I think that was actually the song was Black Sheep. And he holds it really long, and it was just on the edge of overtaking the digital signal. Like it was just clipping, but not bad. But you could kind of hear it was saturated. And Crit is watching it as it goes on, and he hears what's going on, and he's like, "Oh, Martin is going to kill me." And after the take, Martin says to him, "You hear how I ripped the guts out of that microphone?" And the reason I'm telling you this is a somewhat tactful way to say
my game's all over the place.
Your game, you might want to take it down.
All right, let me do that.
Yeah, take that down a little bit.
And y'all, this has been like another ongoing tech saga tonight, but you know, things have been glitchy weirdly with like my wildly fast internet speed.
It's not breaking up though, which is great. It's not breaking up.
It's not chopping? That's
no,
good.
No,
okay, well, I just took the microphone input down. I switched from my fancy mic to just my MacBook mic, which I'm thinking, you know, is less for the MacBook to do. It's less data to process, and it's just a little air, so we can't. It's struggling tonight. We're all struggling. But yeah, play me something. What do you got?
All right, let's try this. I'm gonna step on this. I'm gonna plug this in. Well, apparently it's so I'm in Cambridge, Massachusetts, and amazingly, it is now cold. like it's now cold in my apartment for the first time this entire season. So, and this normally steady guitar keeps losing its tuning when it gets cold. So, all right, what's my song? I have a great song. All right. You can build you a house in the center of town, but don't be surprised if time tears it down. You'll be empty and cold until you are smart and build a little home in your heart. You can hire a designer who's built for the best, and know that your neighbors will all be impressed. But the sages will tell you the state of the art is to build a little home in your heart. It doesn't have windows, it doesn't have doors, no slate on the rooftops, no rugs on the floors, no place in the basement to safeguard the deed. But it's got all of the space you ever shall need. When you have found them, the one of your dreams, and you've purchased the parcel and cemented the beams, you are putting the horse after the cart till you build a little home in your heart, till you build a little home in your heart.
Woo! Beautiful.
Thank you. I'm starting off with my lesson songs. Eventually I'll get into the, self-loathing, heartbreaking songs.
You started with a lot of self-love. That was good.
Well, it's good,
Yeah. Gotta start with the love before the loathing, Give it somewhere to go. Well, I like all your songs. I like your beautiful, profound, and I like the profane as well. Those are a lot of fun. So.
Thank you. I'm going to spare your audience.
Hopefully we don't violate any kind of, social media, community guidelines or, country club rules or whatever here tonight. But if we do, oh well. Just go where the spirit moves you, Eric.
All right.
Man, I don't know what to play. I thought I'll play this one because Neil the other day was saying how much he liked this song. Our buddy Neil Eckstein out there at Fox Run Studio in close to Cambridge, not too far from there.
Sudbury.
Yeah. Is it Sudbury or Sudbury?
Sudbury. I hear Sudbury, but I'm not a native, so I don't know.
Yeah. Sudstown. All right, cool. I'm gonna unmute you here, and then I'll have to ask you to unmute yourself. That's so funny to me. It's such a strange way to do it. Okay. And I'm gonna pin myself so we don't get all of Eric's reactions. Okay. I grew up in really two places simultaneously, Decatur, Georgia, and Mentone, Alabama, which is on a mountain called Lookout. And my parents would do the minivan passage exchange in Cartersville, Georgia, so I'm also a little bit from that Dollar General parking lot as well. This song is a little bit about that. It sort of name drops some Atlanta stuff and some Alabama stuff. But also it's mostly just about being nomadic and spending most of my life never being in one place very long and coming to terms with change being the main constant, you know. This is called Drop Another Pin. Walk with me to the Citgo, or the Dairy Queen behind the railroad tracks. Big mulberries off the tree. Avondale with Northern Renfro, and I'm always just some new kid in the class. Braces and big feet. Packing up another childhood home, watching my grandparents get old. Drop a pin on the map of the wheels of the world. The second hand all spin. Drop another pin. Try to take it like a photograph, like a well-worn path, like a good look. Take it all in. Drop another pin. 4 years in Mentone. Make a few friends, hide in the library stacks. Talk big in a small town. Bus then a plane to Yellowstone. Waiting tables, sending postcards back. Gotta get lost to be found. Throwing up a graduation cap. Faces in a yearbook staring back. Drop a pin on the map, the wheels of the world, and the second hand all spin. Drop another pin. Whoa, gotta take it like a photograph, like a well-worn path, like a good look. Take it all in. Drop another pin. Yeah, you are here. This spot, this year, this minute ticking down. Can you hear it like a heartbeat? Can you feel it underneath your feet right now? It's all we have. All we have is right now. Drop a pin on the map, wheels of the world, second hand all spin. So drop another pin. Whoa, can you take me like a photograph, like a well-worn path, like a good look? Take it all in. Drop another pin. Drop another pin. Drop another remove pin. Okay.
Gorgeous. Awesome. Man. Sounded great. No,
Appreciate it.
yeah, and
No
no
distortions?
no distortions. So we're getting there.
Excellent. It's working.
Yeah.
It's all working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's think. So since Neil Eckstein is out there, so the Fox Run 5 is a collection of songwriters and whiskey drinkers that gets together at Neil's and his lovely wife Lori's place in Sudbury every year, virus notwithstanding. And it's me and Neil and Tom Prasada Rao and Jagoda and Matt Nakoa, and we write songs and we record them. We shoot video and put them out. It's just kind of it's boot camp, I guess you would call it. And so here is one of the songs. Here's one of the songs that we wrote. All right. If I go away and spend the day in solitude, you're thinking you're to blame for my quiet mood, I promise you there's nothing that you have to do. It's just my way of learning you. If I hold you to the fire for something you have said, and I want to talk it out before we go to bed, if I question why it is you do the things you do, it's just my way of learning you. I've made my mistakes, you've made yours too. The one I'll never make is losing you. And if we should survive for 100 years on this roller coaster ride filled with joy and tears, the only thing I'll ever find to see me through is being here, learning you, is being here, and learning you.
Woo!
Thank you.
That's a pretty one.
Thank you very much.
So is that's a Fox Run 5 song?
It's a Fox Run 5 song, yes. Yes.
Nice. I just got my copy of the record. I've been working my way through it.
Oh, yeah, that's not on it, but it's a good record. If you want, I mean, and as I say, you know, I am replete with self-loathing. If I put out a product that I didn't like, I would probably tell you.
Let me know. Yeah.
Just as an affirmation of my self-loathing. But the fact is, the Fox Run 5 CD called Strange Times is really good. It's really
It is
good.
really good. It's really
Yeah.
well produced. It sounds great. Yeah.
No.
You guys have a lot to be proud of there. I think a lot of us spent 2020 just like paralyzed and didn't actually got a lot of stuff done, but a lot of my friends just sort of were in the fetal position, like under the covers for, they're still there. So yeah, it's quite the accomplishment that you guys got all those songs out of it.
We did. I mean, most of them we didn't write during the pandemic. We did write a couple of them, but we did spend that time quite productively, particularly Neil, and I think Matt Nakoa was there doing a lot of the production, the post-production stuff. But we came up with something nice. And then we got our first gig ever, ladies and gentlemen. Our first gig ever was at the Falcon Ridge Folk Festival on the main stage.
Not a bad first gig.
No, it's just like Crosby, Stills, and Nash and Young.
The rest is history.
And Woodstock. Their first gig was Woodstock. That was the reference there. But
anyway. Thank you for that. Thanks
You're
for
welcome.
filling me in on that. Well, since you did one of your band songs, I'll do one of mine. I'm in a band called Nobody's Girl with Betty Sue and Rebecca Loby, and we were not able to do much during the pandemic because we couldn't all be physically in the same place, and we're like a harmony intensive trio, so it was difficult. But we had a record that we were planning on putting out like sort of in the summer of 2020, and so we just ended up pushing that back and putting it out in July. And I can play you a song from it. It won't be as good without Rebecca Loby and Betty Sue, but we can just use our imaginations and fill in the harmonies.
Love to hear it.
Okay. preachers when they crown my sister queen. Right there in every photo online I've ever seen. Number one mom for her new family, but left me when I was 3. And what do you do? What do you do that my dad put his father's bronze star in a case on the nightstand? Most of what his daddy gave him was the back of his hand. He was a war hero and a real fair boss, and a church going man. Bruises fade, but it never stops hurting where the punches land. What do you do? What do you do with that right beneath the surface? You just started to scratch those answers to the questions you don't know how to ask yourself. How do you carry what you can't give back? Oh, you've inherited after the fact. What do you do? Your family came to this country in chains, to a place that didn't care where they were from, and they tried to erase their names. And my family still lives on the land we bought with blood and pain. When our kids start asking, what do we tell them? How do we explain that right beneath the surface you just started to scratch those answers to the questions you don't know how to ask yourself? How do you carry what you can't give back? Oh, you've inherited after the fact. What do you do? What do you do? That
Yes. Yes. So nice.
yeah. I miss those ladies.
I miss them too. Y'all are stellar.
Thank you.
Y'all put on a great show, and
Thank you.
in your honor, I'm saying y'all. Yes.
I appreciate that. Yeah, that's
Yes.
we all do.
Well, I was just, so now that I'm back in a university setting,
Mhm.
let's just say that everything is rather politically oriented.
Mhm.
And gender is a big topic these days. Like people tend to, when they're in Zoom meetings or in Zoom classes, they put, I would put
pronouns.
he, him, his, right?
Sure.
And so it was pointed out to me just today that y'all and all y'all are gender neutral.
Yeah.
So it passes a test. Yeah.
Y'all means everyone.
But I thought y'all is one person and all y'all is more than one.
Y'all is like a couple or a few, and all y'all is like a group.
I see. I think in Philadelphia it would be use.
Or use guys.
Use guys. I think use is a couple of people. Use guys is use guys is all y'all.
Well, I'll tell you my theory about y'all, which is that it's actually more grammatically evolved than the correct English of you as the second person plural, because we don't differentiate in English between the first and the second person plural, and most languages do. And it just happens organically because you need a way to like differentiate. So we just come up with things like use guys and like yins and like, y'all. So yeah, I think that I think y'all is the more evolved, it's the more evolved thing.
Wow.
Linguistically.
I'd never thought of it that way.
There you go. That's just my own personal theory. But it's weird. You say it and people think you're dumb. So
when you say y'all, do you think you're dumb? Yeah. Well, we Northerners are doing our part, and we Yankees are trying to normalize it so that y'all can say it without such aspersions being cast.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. I do think that it's a useful word, and we should just use it.
Oh, it sure is. Absolutely. Yeah. And it's language evolves. Yeah.
I'm going to shut up now and let you do your thing.
Don't feel like you have to.
Oh, but I do.
Hattie and Maddie live downstairs from me. The same apartment since 1943. They've got embroidered pictures on the wall with quotes that no one said, and an autographed picture of Jesus Christ above their double bed. Well, they're two old ladies, and that can't be denied. Their matching aprons hide a wilder side, and they will tell you about Perry over countless cups of tea. Maybe you will get the clue, but at first it eluded me that they're the founding mothers of the revolution of mating with a blatant disregard for evolution. Lesbians extraordinaire, years before they cut their hair. 4 stories over all the pushing and the shoving. Hattie and Maddie got some brownies in the oven, sitting and knitting and loving their whole life through. Now Hattie and Maddie met through Gertrude Stein. Gertrude Stein, partying in Paris, high on hash and wine. And Hattie said, I'm fond of La Joconde. All right, so we got to get a little French and art history lesson here before we continue. The Mona Lisa is not actually the real name of the picture of the smiling woman. The real official name of the picture of the smiling woman is in Italian La Gioconda, I think, Gioconda, and then in French it's La Joconde, all right, which I believe was actually her last name. So you got it? Good? All right. We're going to start from the second verse again. If you knew that, sorry. All right. Oh, I hate starting in the middle of a verse, so I'll bluegrass until I get there. Hattie and Maddie met through Gertrude Stein, party in Paris, high on hash and wine. And Hattie said, I'm fond of La Joconde and her strange and sexy style. So Maddie said, with eyes of red, I know it made her smile. And now Hattie and Maddie, they bake for everyone. Zabadoo-gum-ba-doo-ba-zoo-doo. And their brownies make our parties so much fun. 'Cause it's a special recipe that they got from Alice B. And so I should have known when I heard the groans, but it took me years to see that they're the founding mothers of the revolution, the mating with a blatant disregard for evolution, lesbians extraordinaire. Well, years before they cut their hair, 4 stories over all the pushing and the shoving, Hattie and Maddie got some brownies in the oven, sitting and eating and loving their whole life through. Now, oh, thank you, Court. That used to be the end of the song, but there I was at the Kate Wolf Folk Festival just north of San Francisco, and it was the weekend right after the Supreme Court ruled in favor of gay marriage in all 50 states, right? So everybody was just loving it. Everybody was so excited there, and Holly Near was there, and she. So Holly Near also sings this song. I saw her at the Oregon Country Fair, and she came up afterwards after she heard me sing, and she's like, "Can I sing that?" And I was like, "No, I wasn't." I was like, "Sure." And so she started singing it, but there she was singing it at the Kate Wolf Folk Festival and getting a way better response than I was. So I felt emasculated and insufficient. So I went back to the dining area, and I got out a napkin and I wrote another verse just to complete the song. All right. Hattie and Maddie put on their Sunday best. They caught an Uber to the courthouse steps. They took their place in line. Hand in hand they made the climb. They kissed and hugged. Then Maddie shrugged and said, "It's about frickin' time, 'cause they're the founding mothers of the revolution, of mating with a blatant disregard for evolution, lesbians extraordinaire. Years before they cut their hair, 4 stories over all pushing and the shoving, Harry and Maddie got some brownies in the oven, sitting and knitting and loving their whole life through, 'cause that's what they do, sitting and knitting and loving their whole life through. Why don't you bake me a brownie and I'll sing you a song?"
Yeah.
Thank you.
I love that
Thank
so
you.
much. It's adorable.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
I love that song. It's so cute.
I always feel like a Muppet when I sing it.
It's so great. It's just, it makes you so happy. It's so sweet.
Thank you.
I should write some songs like that. Don't have any, so I'm gonna do this one instead. Cool. Yeah.
I'll mute me.
Okay, I'm gonna pin me. I pin, you mute. We figured it out. All right, here we go. Yeah, I wrote myself like a theme song back in like November of 2019. Just something to sing when the gigs are bad, you know, which is like laughable now because I would take even the bad ones. But yeah, something to sing when you're up there and things are annoying or not going your way or whatever, just to kind of remind yourself of what you're doing and why you're doing it. And yeah, if it helps you, that's cool. It's definitely, it's one that I have played to kind of help me sort of center myself on stage. This is called Mean Something. I should say on the record, my friend Gina Chavez sang backup vocals on it, and she sounds so good. You should check it out. While the hype machine wants to sell you pain dripping, genius in the subway trying to beat out a living. Music and money make the world go round in a fist fight. This time who's winning? Neon laying, you're staring at the ceiling. Wanna play, wanna say something I believe in. Wanna bottle that firefly feeling, get this right. Make a rhyme, make a reason. Every time I'm singing, I find a line I can lean into. And I make it mean something, make it mean something. Every time I'm singing, find a line I can lean into, make it mean something, something, something true, something true. Running this road down more than a decade, trying not to sputter and die in the ashtray. One night only, whiskey for the lonely, heartbreak, coffee for the headache. Playing either when I can, win for losing. Never really feels like a thing I'm choosing. Mistakes and lucky breaks in good measure. Composing music. Every time I'm singing, find a line I can lean into. And I make it mean something, gotta make it mean something. Every time I'm singing, find a line I can lean into, make it mean something, something, something true, something true. Life is what you make it. I don't have to take it as it comes. I can write a good one, make a rhyme, make a reason. Every time I'm singing, find a line I can lean into, and I make it mean something. I gotta make it mean something. Every time I'm singing, there's a lifeline I'm clinging to. Something true. Fun pen.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
So I was thinking we could, I haven't written enough songs lately, so I'd like to write a song right now.
Okay. Uh-oh.
But I would like to do a co-write with you and Siri. If you don't mind.
Oh, wow.
So what I need from you is a style of song, style of
Okay.
music.
All right, give me a second. Can I say opera?
Don't
okay.
do that to me.
Don't do that. I won't do that to you. All right.
Don't do that to me.
I won't say rap either. Let's do. How about? Let's just do a basic old blues song. Let's do that.
Blues song. All right.
Yeah.
All right. And I need a name.
All right.
A name.
Name is StreamYard.
Okay. StreamYard it is. StreamYard. StreamYard may end up being like the name of my dog or something like that, but we'll see. All right. So now
StreamYard
what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the automatic autofill word by word from Siri. So I'm just going to keep hitting the center one, and I'm going to see what happens. And then I'm going to sing you the song. I'm going to keep hitting it, because it gives you 3 options.
Uh-huh.
And then let's see how we're doing here. Okay. Okay, here we go.
All right.
StreamYard is good to see if we are going out there for this weekend. And I think we can go out for the next few weeks. If you have a good weekend, oh, and I can get it out there too. But if you have a good time, I would have come over to see if I could help out the weekend. And if you have a chance, I would be able, and I would be able, see you there for you. All right, so that's a co-write, the 3 of us.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, think about that.
I hear a single. It's.
I've heard worse on the radio.
That's true. You're such a good singer, man. You could sing anything.
Oh, thank you. All right. I got a hernia. All right. All right. Let's sing. Lemon drops, lollipops, apricots and apple schnapps, mayonnaise, nonpareil, hollandaise, and honey glaze, lemonade, marmalade, quiche Lorraine, and a peach parfait, licorice, tuna fish, tomato paste, potato knish, oh, bubble gum, apple rum, funnel cake, shoulder steak, slice of lime, candy bar. I guess it's time to clean my car.
So good. The payoff at the end is fantastic.
Thank you.
Oh, so good. I love that. That made me like really hungry.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. It's like, what do I have in the fridge? Um,
You know,
what's up?
no, I got nothing. I
got
did want to point out though that Ariel Simpson has requested more lesbian love songs
Okay.
from you. I think
Well, all right. Yeah, I do
it's
have a few. Even though I myself am very straight. I just happen to have a lot of lesbian friends. I think it's just like the freedom that they walk through the world with that is so appealing to me. And I like am drawn to people that just like give zero, you know.
mm-hmm.
So, and just don't care about like they wear, people who wear what they want, say what they want, stand in a certain way in the way that they want, and just kind of don't seem like they're affected by the same rules as everybody else. I don't know. So,
Or they
is that?
in in some cases it's not like they're comfortable with the
No, yeah.
they
With the
but they
tension.
fight but they
But they have had
they
to.
do it anyway. You know, they have
Correct.
this
Yeah,
strength.
yeah. Like people who have had to learn how to be comfortable in their own shoes and like stand in themselves. Like, it's a beautiful thing when you meet somebody who has that ability. And yeah, so I love people like that. Just in general, people who sort
Yeah,
of own it.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Toast.
Cheers. Slancha. Prost, or whatever they say.
What do they say?
Whatever you say. I'll do this one. It sort of qualifies and sort of doesn't. I have some queer friends in Pensacola, and I ended up writing a song about them because they have this great kind of community of people that just sort of all take care of each other and show up for each other. The sort of chosen family thing, And
Yeah.
yeah, and some of them were going through some harder times, and so I wrote this song just for them. And this is called Friends, so I think it qualifies
All
as
right.
that criteria. But this is a song called
All right.
Friends. Is it my turn? It is my turn, yeah.
It's your turn.
I lost track. Okay, all right. Let's pin myself again. There we go. This has been a good one to play in the pandemic because I think we all have needed to remind ourselves that like we do have people that care about us, and they come out of the woodwork when you need them. So this is a song called Friends. All the brave and lost souls of Pensacola hang out on Alkany Street. We're hating Coldplay songs you know, and a few new ones for free. And if you're drinking, then I'm drinking. And if you're feeling blue, and I feel it too. And if it ain't alright, it'll be alright. You're my friends. I know it ain't alright, but you're alright. You're my friends. You're my friends. You're my friends. In my lifetime, I've seen hard times. I've seen the best times too. No one I know does this thing alone. So you lean on me, I'll lean on you. And if you're drinking, then I'm drinking. And if you're feeling blue, and I feel it too. And if it ain't alright, it'll be alright. You're my friends. I know it ain't alright, and you're alright. You're my friends. trusted heart, I'll keep it safe for you. You can come undone like some prodigal son. Come home, we'll set a place for you. If it ain't alright, it'll be alright. You're my friend. And when it ain't alright, you're alright. 'Cause you're my friend. You're my friend. You're my friend. You're my friend. You're my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dig that.
Thank you.
Sweet. That's great. Your tunes are so, they're uplifting even before you really grok the lyrics. You feels good. It feels good to listen to you.
Aw, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's so nice. Aw.
Mm.
Well, it feels good to listen to you too, man.
Oh, thank you.
I like your songs.
Thank you.
You're so like effortlessly funny, and I don't know. I feel like I have a hard time being funny. Do you have to try, or does it just come naturally?
No, it's just a lack of connection to my soul, and therefore I can say things that are just a little removed from normal, and that actually I think does it. But however, being a not funny person actually gives you an opening to be funny, because funny is it's like if you want to go set up and punchline kind of thing. Well, let's put it this way. If I'm singing a song about the way I really love you and the way you make me feel, and then it turns out you're talking about tinnier careers, which is also known as jock itch. The setup,
Yeah.
the setup is seriousness.
Yeah.
So,
right.
And your audience expects you to be serious.
You know,
so,
I do actually have I have one song that does that. It's one I wrote with my friend Natalie Price, and I can't remember it, otherwise I'd play it. But it's basically the setup is like, it's called The Confession, and it's like, I have something I really need to tell you. I've been thinking about this for a long time. Like, I really wanted to talk to you, but it's so hard, and like I have so many feelings. I just need to get out. And it's like this big long setup that just goes on for, I don't know, 5 minutes. And at the end, it's like, I'm really just so in love with your brother.
There you go. That's the setup and the punchline. It's like a shot. So Norm Macdonald recently passed away, and the song, the joke, the clip that everybody posted is his moth joke, where he's talking to Conan, and a moth walks into a dentist's office, and the dentist says, "Can I help you?" And the moth says, "Oh, my wife, I think she's cheating on me. I got the sense. I came home and there's 2 mugs on either side of on the bedstands, and it just makes it worse, because I think my son, I think he quit college. I have a sense, because I'm getting the bill, but I'm not getting any." And the dentist stopped him. So hold on a second. You seem to be having some problems, but I'm a dentist, and you should be seeing a psychologist. Why did you come to me? And the moth said, "Well, your light was on." So, but the thing is, you can take that and you can go for like a year. You can just keep. It's like a clean aristocrat joke, and then at the end you just go boom. So I say you do it.
That's pretty good.
I'm all about it. Neil Eckstein asked if you could post a tip jar link.
Oh, yeah, because so normally on StreamYard it runs across the bottom as a banner, and I forgot that we don't have that because we're not on StreamYard
Right.
because of the StreamYard blues. So I will post that in the chat right now.
All right.
In the meantime, I think it's your turn.
I think so too. Well, oh, what should I do?
Play that good one.
Play the good one? All right. Here's another Fox Run 5 tune. Turn out the light. Turn off the TV. And turn on that song that made you not leave me. Come take my hand. Can I have this next dance? 'Cause there's nothing I'd rather do than waltz in the dark with you. Nothing has changed. Nothing else matters. Your breath in my ear. The world disappears when you're in my arms. And I want you so. Oh, but let's take it slow. 'Cause there's nothing I'd rather do than waltz in the dark with you. And when our song ends, we'll start it again. 'Cause there's nothing I'd rather do. Oh, there's nothing I'd rather do. Oh, there's nothing I'd rather do than waltz in the dark with you.
Beautiful.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Very, very pretty. I remember that song on the record. Does Matt sing it on the record?
I believe he does. Yes, Matt Nakoa.
Yeah. It's really pretty. I liked
you.
hearing you sing it though.
That was a good example of the way that the Fox Run 5 operates. Like, we're there for a week, and we come and we go. You know, someone may be up, some might be out, but you know, I was lying on the couch playing with my phone, and
Sure.
Neil comes in. Neil comes in and says, "I got this idea for a song. It's I think waltzing in the dark," he said. And so a couple of the guys are sitting at the table, and I'm just playing with my phone, and they all end up in the next room, and I hear, "Turn out the lights, turn on the TV, turn on that song." And I'm on the couch, and I yell, "That made you not leave me." And I was kidding, and they were like, "That's it, like, you know, eureka!" And so I'm like,
Hi,
I
George,
guess
she's got it.
I guess I'm contributing to the song. And
Fantastic. Is that the only line that you helped write, or did you contribute?
No, I really wrote the whole thing, but we give them all credit because we don't want
Sure.
them to feel bad.
Right.
No,
can't
no,
have that.
I would say I contributed equally at that
Good.
point, or maybe just a couple of lines, you know.
Put the phone down. Put your stopped ninja slashing fruit long enough to pitch in.
Did you just say ninja slashing fruit?
Yeah, it's like one of those games, you know, Fruit Ninjas or whatever.
I know, I have it.
You have
got
that
it. I got it on virtual reality. I sit in my living room. It looks like I'm it looks like I'm an insane Obi-Wan Kenobi just slashing around. in my living room.
It's a
But
fruit salad massacre all around. Fantastic. I haven't played that one yet, but I have like really boring games on my phone. Like I have like 80-something-year-old person games on my phone. I have like puzzles, like coloring,
that's good. It'll keep you young.
the news app. Yeah. Um, all right. Okay, I'll do this one. I've been having fun playing this one. This is, I guess, sort of newish. Let me pin myself here. Oh, I've opened the chat. That wasn't what I was trying to do. Pen. All right, here we go. Yeah. I was once a little girl too, so I know how it feels to be small, standing in your Easter dress, trying not to make a mess. And yes, I loved my teddy bears and dolls. But there was one thing I loved most of all. Horses beautiful, horses gentle, long pretty manes shining in the sun. Horses powerful, horses all muscle, horses free when they run. That's why little girls love see, I had this disease that made my whole body hurt. So no cartwheels, no climbing trees for me. But I had my mother's piano. I could make a big old noise. I had horses running through my dreams. When I drew them, sometimes I gave them wings. Horses beautiful, horses gentle, long pretty manes shining in the sun. Horses powerful, horses all muscle, horses free when they run. That's why little girls love. That's why little girls love. And to the world you may be just a little thing, but to yourself you are big as the world. Something in a horse's eyes is just the same as a little girl. Horses beautiful, horses gentle, long pretty manes shining, horses powerful, horses all muscle, horses free when they run. That's why little girls love. That's why little girls love
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, it's another song that just kind of makes me feel good.
Aw. That's what I'm going for, I guess.
Yep.
I don't really know what I'm going for. Ariel, my friend Ariel said this song goes out to Tina Belcher. It's so true. Have you seen Bob's Burgers? Have you watched
No.
that show? Oh god.
No,
So
no.
funny.
Bob's Burgers.
Yeah, there's a character. It's just basically this family, and they own a burger restaurant, and it's a very funny show, but it's also incredibly wholesome. It's just like kind of both and great. And there's like a teenage daughter, Tina, and she's like obsessed with horses. And her best friend is like an imaginary horse that like talks to her. So
Oh,
anyway.
nice.
But it's like every girl, every girl's into
Wants a
that.
horse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you grow up with horses?
Not really. I did have lessons for like a couple years when I was a kid, but we didn't have any. You know what I mean? So
Right.
yeah.
Right.
But I always loved them. I drew them just like constantly as a kid.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I had the songs kind of about. I had juvenile rheumatoid arthritis when I was a kid, so I was like very much an indoor kid,
Oh,
and so I just like drew things and wrote stories and played the piano just kind of constantly my entire childhood until it went away.
and it paid off.
I guess so. Guess it worked out.
Thank you, childhood rheumatoid arthritis.
Thank you, childhood chronic illness,
Yeah.
chronic pain.
Underrated.
Yeah, I recommend it. Highly recommend it. No, that's not. Okay, I'm going away now.
I'm going to change one word to this song to make it appropriate for a somewhat family audience. This was written during the salad days of the early pandemic. Remember when it was novel? Stuck inside under governmental mandate. Gotta be responsible and flatten the curve. Now all your geniuses are back playing beach blanket bingo. I tell you what, you got a lot of freaking nerve, 'cause there's people on the front lines risking their lives, keeping us safe and fed and taking care of us if we catch corona. But God forbid y'all should think about anybody else. You gotta fight for your right to get melanoma. But me, I'm doing like I should, staying put. It ain't easy. What am I supposed to do with cable, Wi-Fi, Facebook, Netflix, bourbon and gummies and you? Got lots of coffee in the cabinet, the fridge is full of beer. I got more chicken soup and tuna than I could get through in a year. 100 rolls of toilet paper underneath the bed. I could trade a few for steak or two if shit gets desperate. I got antiviral, antiseptic, disinfectant wipes, 105% alcohol for all you anal types. A bullet list a mile long of things I need to do, and if I finish Rick and Morty, I might get to 1 or 2. But who'd ever thought I'd be doing what I ought to be, in a loafer on the sofa, just grooving on the tube with cable, Wi-Fi, Facebook, and Netflix, bourbon and gummies and you. Mary, Mary, quite contagious, a super spreader of typhoid, you see. She said, I feel fine, but people were dying, and so they locked her on an island under quarantine. And after 26 years and a stroke, she died broke, confined, and pining. You've been asked to wear a mask at Walmart, so quit your frickin' whining. And now it's looking like the country's opening up again, thanks in part to hissy fits thrown by militiamen under the encouragement of the telepresident, when he's not buying stock in hydroxychloroquine. Until the coast is clear, I'll just be hanging here, staying out of the way, wave number 2 with cable, Wi-Fi, Facebook, Netflix, bourbon and gummies and you. Well, I said a cable, Wi-Fi, Facebook and Netflix, bourbon and the gummies and you.
Yes.
Thank you.
That's so good. That is so well done. Man, I love that. That kind of inspired me to do one of my pandemic songs. It's not funny. It's just angry. I don't play it that often, but I kind of want to now. just
Ooh, I
because
want to hear your anger. I want to hear you let loose.
it like
Show me.
kind of does. It's called "Is It Okay to Get Mad Now?" Um, and I wrote it from quarantine because I was on tour in Europe when the shit hit the fan, and like my flight out of England was one of the last flights on I think it was Norwegian Air or something, and then they just like there were no more flights on that airline, and then shortly after there were no more flights to the US. So it was, and as we were flying over the Atlantic, the rule changed to where they added England to the list of like countries that you couldn't fly back from. So
Wow.
like as we were, flying over the Atlantic. So and then I had a friend with an empty apartment in Austin, and I just quarantined there for like uh, you know 14 days or whatever because I had been in the Netherlands and Ireland and England, and so was trying to do the right thing and didn't have any symptoms, but quarantined for 2 weeks and had already been on tour for a long time, so it felt it was very strange because in the airport. I mean, it was a lot of craziness. Like in the airport, they sort of corralled us like cattle, and there was no social distancing or mask. We were just like in this sort of like bottleneck of humans, and just trying to get to like these two, TSA agents or whatever who I guess they were TSA, I don't really know, who just asked us a couple questions, and they really didn't even look at my passport and see what stamps. They were like, "Oh, you came from England. Okay, cool." And then like I shit you not, one of them turns to the other guy and's like, "So is that all? Is that all we ask them? If they've been to, that's it, right?" And the other guy's like, I don't know, man. Like, I guess so. And then, like, they just like sent me through. Like, no one was in charge. They had rerouted the plane. I was supposed to be on a direct flight to Austin, and they rerouted me to Miami because there were only like six airports that were open. But it was all just theater because there was no actual, nobody was in charge. Nobody knew what the rules were, and I just got my bags and booked myself another flight to Austin immediately. Like I could have had COVID, if I didn't have it, I could have gotten it just from that experience. But anyway, made it back, and then like the airport was relatively normal. Like people were in line getting food and stuff like that, and it was there were a couple people like hand sanitizing a little more than usual, but otherwise it was like very normal. um, when I got to Austin, there were cars on the street. There were like people outside, and then I went in this apartment and just watched through the window as like the city changed, you know. And there were just fewer and fewer cars and fewer people on the streets, and then there were more and more people like in behind on the balconies of apartments, and so it really felt like I was living in like a post-apocalyptic movie or something, like living through the end times or something like that. It was very
Right.
strange.
At any point did you think that it would have been kind of cool if you got stranded in England for like a year and a half?
I had this weird feeling, and in light of like some current circumstances, it's interesting to me. But my mom lives in Ireland, and I had this thought to myself that like, okay, if I get stuck, it's all right. I'll just hop on a ferry, get to Ireland, and get to my mom's house, and then I can just be there. And I made it back, and there was a part of me that had kind of like wondered what alternate timeline Grace, you know, would have been like over there, because like, and then I would have been able to see my mom for 18 months or whatever. So yeah, it was an interesting feeling. And there were people on the plane with me who were like British, who then had to like turn around and book themselves flights back because they didn't want to get caught, and they couldn't. It was very strange. It was a strange situation, and yeah, it just a lot about it made me mad, and then just kind of how the way that things unfolded within those first few weeks, and it became clear like that some people were going to suffer more, and that nobody was in charge. And those things just kind of, anyway, I started writing this song when I was in quarantine. Yeah, so I'll hopefully can remember it. We'll see.
All right.
But yeah, it was a very long preamble. Um, I feel like we've all been through like many pandemics, and we're in another one right now. This isn't at all like that first one, but it still sucks. So, anyway, but and another thing that kept happening is I kept getting texts. Everybody is texting and calling those first couple weeks, and I just kept getting texts from friends that were having to move because they all lost their jobs. Like all the musicians in town had like gig economy jobs. I was one of the few. I had a publishing deal that was paying me in advance for like a year, so I was going to be okay, relatively, or at least okay enough to kind of stay in town a little longer. And but most of my, like a lot of my musician friends have just left town. So anyway, and now we're back in that same place. It's a lot of triggering feelings. I'm holding patterns, holding this in. I don't have a job now, neither do my friends, and I'm lucky beyond belief. I got family looking out for me. What about them? Will I see them again? Is it okay to get mad now? Is it okay to be scared? 'Cause I'm just sitting here alone, knowing I'm not going anywhere. Wish you could hold me in your arms tonight. Our world yesterday won't be the same when we go back outside. Someone's calling me. Is it okay to get mad now? We're all in this together. Some of us are deeper in. Who's staying home? Who's dying alone? What color is your skin? Look around you. This is a house on sand. Can't keep it up forever. It ain't never gonna stand. I wanna know, does anyone know? Is it okay to get mad now? Is it okay to be scared? 'Cause I'm just sitting here alone, knowing I'm not going anywhere. Wish you could hold me in your arms tonight. Our world yesterday won't be the same when we go back outside. Is it okay to get mad now? Get mad now. I flew across an ocean. We were waiting to land, and the dice were in motion, already out of our hands. Well, Eric, I'm so sorry to do this. I'm getting a phone call. I've gotten 3 in a row now from a radio station that's supposed to call me in an hour. So I'm
Pick
thinking
that up.
I'm
Pick
thinking
that
they
up.
got the time zones mixed up, and I'm gonna take this real quick and figure out what to do about that. Are you cool with handling the show if I can't stick around?
Oh, absolutely,
I'm
absolutely.
gonna just pin
Just
you and I'll text you. I think there was probably some confusion with time zones because it's supposed to be
that's cool.
9 o'clock Central, but here we are. So let me go ahead and pin you and unpin me,
This
and
is how. By the way, this is the way some people get famous.
that's them calling
Take
again.
it. Do
So
it.
I'm
Go, go,
sorry,
go, go,
guys.
go, go,
All
go,
right.
go. All right. Well, hi, everybody. This is seriously the way, some people get famous. There's a shift, and someone can't make it, and then there we go. All right. So, oh, hold on. It's I'm getting a call from Bill Gates. Hello. All right. This is an old song. I never play it anymore, but I like the song. If I didn't, why would I be playing? You don't know how it feels to watch you waste a love so real on a man who doesn't even know your name. Well, I know he's rich, I know he's nice, but I also know he's cold as ice, and he'll drop you when it tires of the game. But even if you know I'm right, you're too far gone to see the light. You follow him to the ends of the earth. And his love won't last, not as long as mine. And when he's put you down, I'll be there to dry your eyes and hold you closer to me. Well, I don't like it, but I guess that's how it's gonna be. Oh, tell me all the things he gives to you. Diamond rings and eyes of blue, tropic stars, and all the pretty cars to park. Well, I have to say, I hope you're right. Oh, but darling, don't you dim the light. Oh, 'cause diamonds don't sparkle in the dark. Oh, so take your chance, I wish you will, but you'll be back. I can tell. But don't be long, 'cause I know it's wrong for me to wait so patiently, 'cause his love won't last, not as long. Oh, not as long as mine. Yeah, well, he's put you down. I'll be there to dry your eyes and hold you close to me. Well, I don't like it, but I guess that's how it's gonna be. Well, I don't like it. I guess that's how it's gonna be. All right. There's a startling difference between one person clapping for you and no people clapping for you. So I just want to, I'm going to clap for myself now. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That was good. Oh, thanks, Grace. You know, that reminds me of a story. Oh, yeah, Grace, what story does that remind you of? Oh, that reminds me of the story. Well, I was hanging out with Bill Gates, and he said, I'm going to call Eric. And I'm like, okay. All right. Anyway. So I'm not quite sure. I see Allison Becker there. I'm watching YouTube, the stream here on my iPad. And the question Allison asks is, were you there when Bill Gates called Eric? But that came in substantially after I said it, but before. I see. So the stream, the video stream, is not linked up with the chats. So you did hear me say Bill Gates. That wasn't a coincidence. Okay, I was going to be minus blown there. All right. What should I play? How about no, this is so out of tune. I don't even, and it's not staying in tune, so I'm not going to do that. Here's a tune I wrote for, we have thank you, Stacia? Either way, thank you for clapping for me. And hello, Neil.
I'm back.
Hey!
Hey.
All right, thank God. I was going to have to play another song.
Play another song. Please do.
It's your turn.
No. Turn. I don't know. I just put the headphones on, so I don't know how far into an intro you were. But
I don't think.
So sorry about that. We got our wires crossed with time zones, and I was super clear. I was like, I'm going to be tied up till 8:30 because of this webcast. But I think the Eastern Central thing happened, so here we are.
Hey, it happens,
It happens.
Those Easterners just have no
respect. No, just kidding.
No respect. No class.
It's just so easy to do. I hate that we all have to know what time zone things are in now all the time.
Yeah, I mean, what's up with that? It's been that way for a little while, I think.
I guess so.
Yeah, but no, you seriously came in right between songs, and I had not even begun to sing another song, so the timing is actually quite perfect.
Oh, good. Well, awesome. Okay. Well, then that means I have to think of something to play.
Sorry.
Dang it. All right. I'll do this one. All right. Okay. Sorry about that interruption, everybody. Let's see. How do I name myself? Yeah, there's this great guy, Nick Noble, who has a radio show and agreed to help me promote a show on October 7th in Cambridge at Club Passine, where I'm going to be kind of picking up one of the Nobody's Girl shows that we unfortunately had to cancel. So I'm going to play a few Nobody's Girl songs and sort of help promote the band a little bit, sell some Nobody's Girl records while I'm there, hopefully. But anyway, here's a song about Apollo 11. It's not really about Apollo 11. Nose to glass, me and Jeff from kindergarten class, freeze-dried ice cream hands, caption sign, horn and glasses, black and white, Alabama land. Whatever can you say? Whatever can you do to reach me? The orbit breaks, shakes the ground beneath me. The open sky makes a tin can fly. Lingering doubts, I'm coming clean, I'm shedding skin, I'm dizzy looking out, almost ready now, steady on T-10, the seconds counting down. Whatever can you say? Whatever can you do to reach me? The whole things with the ground beneath me, the open sky makes a tin can fly, Something in me finds a new sea, a new land, an open door. We have no hold on me anymore. Whatever can you say? Whatever can you do to keep me? The orbit breaks, shakes the ground beneath me. The open sky makes a tin can fly. Whatever can you say? Whatever can you do? Thank you.
Man, Court Fisher's speaker burst into flames, but
Oh, good. Sorry about that.
no,
Was I
no, no.
clipping
You
again?
sounded great. You weren't clipping at
Thanks.
all. It was
Oh,
great.
I wasn't. Okay.
No, we're not
Fantastic.
clipping. It was the sheer power, the sheer majesty of your voice.
Oh, That's nice.
That was amazing.
No, thanks.
And
Say more nice
Allison,
things, but I'm just kidding.
okay. Allison seems to be, she says, I'm not trying to be a bully, but Grace, I do have video evidence from your Madison show that you owe me a request. Smiley face, tongue out, smiley face, tongue out, smiley face, tongue out,
Oh
smiley
my
face,
God.
winking, tongue out,
What
smiley face,
song is
winking,
it?
tongue out. Although you know I love tin cans so much.
But she didn't say what. Allie, what is it? You gotta tell us what. Okay, Eric plays song. Hopefully,
Is
Allie
Tin
will.
Can not one of your songs?
That was the one I just played. So
Oh, is
she's
that what
like,
it's called?
yeah. So she's like,
Oh,
I love
I
that
see,
one,
I see.
but there's this other one that I apparently am supposed to play. And I don't know.
Well, now's your chance, Allison.
Allie's
All right.
best. All right.
So I wrote this song when there were a bunch of people standing on rooftops in New Orleans trying to, after the hurricane, and New Orleans was a total mess after Katrina, and there was a lot of anger as to why this was going on and why they were not saved more quickly and why there was such destruction down there. So that was what prompted me to write the song, and it's a song that is not really, it's not from me in the sense that you wouldn't hear me saying the words that are in this song, but yet I'm singing, I wrote the song, I'm the writer, what can I say? And I kind of learned about it while doing it. I learned, when I got reactions to the song, I found that it was moving some people in a way that I did not anticipate. So it was an interesting kind of look into the power of song that may not about you and maybe about the song. So anyway, here it goes. My name is Private Hannah. I'm just a poor kid from Savannah. I've been a scrapper ever since I was a boy. I joined the army when I could to protect my neighborhood from those who hate the freedoms I enjoy. When we got the call, when Baghdad had to fall, I pledged my true allegiance right out aloud. I kissed my only son, said, boy, now you're the one. Don't cry, make your papa proud. But now it's me, can't keep the tears from coming down. When I see Old Glory flying from the church in my hometown, we'll come back to the USA. When the plane touched down, I heard the captain say, I see the proof of what I did. Every mother and every kid are living to be free another day. We'll come back to the USA just in time to watch New Orleans wash away on a 14-inch black and white under dim fluorescent light in a cold and moldy room at the VA. Welcome back to the USA. My name is Corporal Black, and I finally made it back to a country that forever shall be free. They sent us after Sodom, and by the grace of God we got 'em, but not before an ID got me. I was watching from above when my lifetime's only love told the twins what happened to their dad. I couldn't hold them as they cried. I asked the spirit by my side, if this is heaven, well, how come it hurts so bad? But I'm proud I got to sacrifice my life to make this country safer for my children and my wife. Welcome back to the USA. Thanks for fighting for the right and American way. Sometimes it takes a bigger man to do what he don't understand, and hope the truth will come to him someday. Welcome back to the USA. Lower the coffin, fire the cannon, and walk away. 1,000 troops and 1,000 flags from Pendleton, Lejeune, and Bragg are here to greet a new one every day, where silently we'll say, welcome back to the USA. Thank you.
I love that, and I only caught like half of it, which is a bummer. But I was trying to remember the song that Ali requested, so I was over here like listening to demos, trying to remember the song. But the part that I caught, I really liked, so I'll have to go and hear that again. Is that on one of your records?
It's on my record called The Better Man.
The Better
Yeah,
Man.
The Better
There
Man.
you go. So everybody go check that out. And now would be a good time to also mention that we do have a tip jar. You can tip both me and Eric at Venmo if you do at Grace Pettis. I will make sure that some of that money finds its way to his pocket. And if you go to paypal.me/Grace Pettis, that is another way to put money in the bucket. So thank you so much, and I'll put those links in the chat here in a sec. But thank you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I think we probably only have a couple more songs left. Maybe this will be my last one, and then we can hear one more from Eric. How does that sound?
Sounds good to me.
All right. Well, this one goes out to Ellie because she requested it, and I have not played this in a long time. But we're gonna give it a whirl. Let's see. Okay. Oh, I gotta remove this. All right. There we go. I'm late to the same old party. How I got here, I don't know, but everybody's well read and charming. Straight teeth and HBO. Start drinking, stop thinking. I gotta get me some air. What's this? I never got the script. I feel so unprepared, and I act like I don't care. Spin my wheels going nowhere. Try a little harder, aim a little higher. Most times it still feels like playing dress up in high heels, like I'm riding down the highway in a red radio flyer. Whoa-oh, 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 whoa-oh. All alone in the glow of the iPhone, I'm shifting in my bed. Must be about 3 a.m. I can't turn off my head. Was a girl in the summers in Florida. I can see her when I close my eyes. Sharp and sweet as a tangerine. Satsumas and clementines. And back then everything made sense. As small and act like I don't care. Spin my wheels going nowhere. Try a little harder, aim a little higher. Most times it still feels like hobby horses, big wheels, riding down the highway in a red radio flyer. No roof above me, so I can see the stars, and I won't get there fast, but I go real far. Oh, 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 hey, hey. Oh, 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 act like I don't care. Spin my wheels going nowhere. Try a little harder, aim a little higher. Most times it still feels like playing dress up in high heels, like I'm riding down the highway in a red radio flyer. Mm-hmm. My ride is a radio flyer. Oh. I was like, I should have just ended on that 5. Oh well, we resolved it.
I'll never
I
forgive
resolved to resolve, and I resolved. Okay.
you. Yeah. So we got one more. I just want to say a thank you. Just thank you so much for having me on your show. This is
thanks
fun.
so much for having me back, and thanks so much everybody for listening in. We appreciate it. Thanks to everybody.
Yeah, thank you to everybody who's watching and listening and commenting. We appreciate
Yeah.
we appreciate you.
We appreciate you.
And thank you from Dunning and Kruger, who we're happy that you were here. So, what kind of song should I end on? What do you think? What do you think?
Oh man, is there one just on your mind right now that you want to play?
Yeah, but it's like a sad love song. Is that okay to end on a sad love song?
Do that one.
All right.
Yeah.
Another Fox Run 5 tune. Baby, can we talk? Turn our phones off. I poured you some tea. Come sit next to me. Can I take your hand? Baby, you've been right. I've been somewhere else. Now it's time for me to face you honestly. But please understand, there's nothing you did wrong. You'll always have my love. We've been hanging on too long. Sometimes love is not enough. When your friends ask why, you don't have to lie. Tell them it was me. We did it gracefully and parted as friends. And if you think it's right, oh, I could stay the night. Would it be harder in the day to watch me drive away? There's nothing you did wrong. You'll always have my love. You've been hanging on too long, but sometimes love is not enough. If it's all right with you, I'd love to stay in touch. How I wish it wasn't true. Sometimes love is not enough. It's so tragic, but it's true. Sometimes love is not enough.
Eric
Thank you,
Schwartz,
Grace.
everybody. Oh man,
Thank you.
so
thank you.
beautiful. Thank you for playing that. That was another one I liked on the record that you guys made.
Oh, thank you. And you're welcome.
This has been really fun. Sorry for all the like insane tech difficulties and like scheduling mishaps and time zone problems and feedback and distortion, and it really, we had everything against us tonight, but we've persevered somehow.
And yet in the end, when the song came on, it was centered. Isn't that amazing thing about a song, how it centers a room? So
It just lives exactly where it is, doesn't it? Yeah.
it does. That's right. Well, I seriously thank you for having me. This is fun. I
Yeah.
enjoyed
Thanks
it.
for being here. This was a blast. Everybody go
Yeah.
check out Eric Schwartz. Where can we find you on the interweb?
EricSchwartz.com. That's SCHWART. Oh, it's right there in the YouTube there. You can see there.
There you go.
EricSchwartz.com. So
Check
thank
out.
you
Do
all
you have
of
any
y'all.
shows? Any shows coming up we can point people to, or anything like that?
I think this was the last one.
Cool.
I think I'm retiring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, not for you, for all of us.
Yeah. No, I have nothing else on the books, but something will come up.
Yeah.
But I'm in grad school, so it's
Yeah, you're doing things.
I'm busy. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Anyway,
Congrats on that. That's awesome.
thank you.
All right. Well, I guess we should probably call it a night. Thanks
All
for
right.
being here.
Big good night to you.
Good night, everybody.